He didn't have the best game today, and like Stevie said, this is what has kind of epitomised Liverpool over the years, and you don't need one person. You don't rely on one person all the time. No Mane today, Salah comes off, but in the end, collectively, they get it done.
It was effectively one of the front three operated normally today, Luis Diaz.
Yep.
In all fairness, I've got to say, Thiago Silva did an incredible job, and Reece James in particular, but Thiago at his age, to play against these guys that are so quick and their movement's excellent, the job he did at his age was incredible, all his experience. But yeah, he didn't have the sharpest game of the day. It's always easier to bail yourself out a bit of a hole when you've missed a penalty when you win. That being said, when you've missed a penalty and you've got a Champions League final coming up, you're thinking, geez, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't need this going to penalties because I'm probably going to have to step up again. And it's in your mind. So it's not an ideal scenario, but you quickly put it behind you as a player, particularly when your team wins.
Boys at Wembley, obviously Alexis bringing up the Champions League final. Liverpool pretty much throwing in the towel when it comes to the Premier League. Like, how do you turn your attention now to Southampton away if you're Jurgen Klopp? Still thinking obviously not only about this game and the fatigue, but the final as well in Paris against Real Madrid, which is what, 2 weeks today?
Good question, because we've just been talking about that, haven't we? And we picked the back five maybe midweek, and all of a sudden the players that come in don't weaken Liverpool. We pick the back five off the top red, and you go, all of a sudden you throw Gomez in, Matip, Kanate, Tsimikas, Alisson behind, you go strong. And then you go into midfield, James Milner, Jordan Henderson, maybe Curtis Jones comes in. Diaz will go again, Mane will go again, Jota will probably go again. That's the thing with Liverpool, Dan. It's, even though you're taking some key players out, you're not necessarily weakening them too much. So it's still a very, very elite Premier League team if you went with lots of changes.
Yeah, for sure. And like what Dan said there, it's not throwing in the towel to make changes.
No.
Because they got to this point by being able to rotate people, because otherwise we would have seen the same Liverpool team play across these 62, 63 games so far. Like, they still are in with a chance, and whilst they do that, they will step forward with a team that believes they can go and win, no matter where it is. They might make changes, but the mentality remains the same.
And they can react after the Man City game, can't they?
Exactly. This is who they are. This is what they do. And they've got 3 games left this season. Like, when you think about it from that context, this is just what you got to do. You got to try and win 3 games and then see what happens from there. Who knows? Maybe you'll get you 4 titles.
Who are you wrapping in cotton wool, though, Naden?
Well, to be honest, seems like Van Dijk might be out. So him coming off, apparently he had a bit of a niggle, and I think he was struggling just a little bit. So I guess he's not going to be playing on Tuesday. And maybe this is what Klopp was talking about recently, about the scheduling, because this is a late game on a Saturday for then a game on a Tuesday. Yeah. So I guess he'd be out. Looking at it, who else?
Salah came off.
Yeah, Salah. I'm sure he'll be out as well.
I think in the back of their mind, I think they're preparing probably for Mo Salah and Virgil for the Champions League final with Fabinho. They're getting them boys fit. They're saying don't worry about midweek. We've got enough. We've got enough cover.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, I think they will. If they're close to fitness, they'll take them along, and if they need to use them in a game, I think they will, as opposed to just leave them in Liverpool, because at the end of the day, they're down here now, and are they going to fly back to Liverpool tonight to then come back down on Monday? I'm not too sure. Yeah. So I guess they'll just stay part of the group.
If Man City win tomorrow, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. Yes.
But I mean, he's going to make a raft of changes. He'll probably make even more if that happens. There's no way Van Dijk's playing, not in a million years. There's no way Robertson's playing, Alexander-Arnold's not playing, Thiago's not playing. Jones will probably play.
Luis Diaz looked knackered.
Luis Diaz will not play. Salah will not play. Mane will probably not play. You're probably looking
Get your boots on, Stevie.
Jota, you're probably looking at Jota and Origi and one other.
Firmino.
Bobby Firmino. I mean, it's not a disaster.
Yeah.
And they can pick a second team with, almost a second team with 2 or 3 still surviving from this, and go down and still be way stronger than Southampton, who have been struggling of late. Yeah, they're on the beach, but nothing to play for. But tomorrow could dictate it somewhat with City, but I suppose it's not going to dictate it too much. He's going to have to make a big lump of changes anyway, and he's got the squad to do it. When we saw Tsimikas playing, taking that penalty day, whenever Robertson's been out this year, he's done a really good job, Yep. He's not quite as dynamic as Robertson, but he's a little solid guy, gets stuck in, wants to defend, and will get forward. So, yeah, lots of changes, and they'll still be favourites to win that game.
Reserve team, and so he should.
Right.
Absolutely. You've got to be realistic. I think I said it earlier, to jeopardise the Champions League final by playing some players in a situation where not only is it not in your hands, but something absolutely extraordinary, crazy is going to have to happen. So to play players that need a break would be absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. I think you'd be lucky if you see 2 players that started this game today. You might see Keita. And after that, I'm not really sure. I can't think of anybody else that I would play. Everybody else should play. And the others, stay at home, get your feet up and watch the game on the TV.
Of course, when you were at Wembley, you were dancing with the Watford mascot, I think, for an FA Cup?
I was forced to do something.
Yeah.
So, you look as though you were enjoying yourself.
You're hanging out with mascots. Naden, you were chatting with Jordan Henderson and James Milner as well. Where did you tell them your allegiance lied today?
What I tell them about my allegiance? They know who I am. I just love football, Dan.
Oh.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.